it's a blue state in presidential elections, and we have a 13-5 Republican representation in the Congress of the United States, the House of Representatives. And it doesn't matter whether the Republican president wins or the Democratic president wins, we still send 13-5 to Washington. Is it the same way in Harrisburg? I guess it would be. Something's got to be done about this. Get something done for what you're talking about, farmland preservation.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Unfortunately, our state constitution has very specific provisions on how this district, on the mechanism for redistricting. And that involves having the political leaders from the two parties in the House and the two parties in the Senate coming up with a fifth party, and that is the redistricting commission by state constitution. The reason why our statewide leaders have been elected is because the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is one district that has not been gerrymandered. And as long as we allow the gerrymandering to go on, and it's going to go on again in 2020, as long as we allow the gerrymandering to go on, then we run the risk of having pockets of one party in control of the entire state. We've got to end that, and we end that. One, it may take a constitutional amendment to change redistricting. There is a proposed amendment that we go to a redistricting commission as opposed to what there is now, which is a political commission. And we've got to get away from the political infighting and the political influence for the sake of another politician getting further ahead in their career. Charles, please.
Friends, I am not a born Lancastrian. I came here 18 years ago and drove around the county and admired the rural beauty of this county. And over the years since that time, I have seen literally hundreds of acres of land converted from farmland to development. And my wife and I shake our heads as we drive because of this. This is really a tragedy and a catastrophe. We go twice a week to Central Market, and that's where we buy our food. And it comes from local farmers, and we know who they are. And we go to their farms, actually. And so for us as city slickers, you want to call it, we're still very impressed and concerned about the fate that we have here pending on this area here at Oregon Dairy. So,
I want to follow up with something that you just said, Charles. I was riding my bicycle to work one day when I lived in downtown, when I worked in another part of downtown. And I was there the day they broke ground on the development on Eden Road and North Eden Road. And as the bulldozers started, I was watching the foxes run away. And that memory has stayed with me now for 30 years. And as we think about bulldozers coming over there, we're not only thinking about the loss of food and the loss of agriculture, we're thinking about the deer who live over there and the rabbits who live over there and the pheasants who used to live over there going away. It's all those things we've got to be concerned of. We got to take care of it all.
We have a question right here.
Okay, I would like you to add to your concerns when you get into office is tax reform. For the property tax.
That is an absolute concern of everyone who's running. I really think we have to do something to build the economy so that we get more people paying personal income taxes into the state, and starting from trickle up instead of trickle down. Purple.
that change the term land development, land termination. I think it would make an awful lot more sense to people.
I like land destruction. That's,
I was a science educator for 35 years and I've taken courses in plant ecology. Perfect example of that. This is supposed to be a oak hickory forest. And the remnant of that is located down near Safe Harbor. There's only about 3 or 4 acres left of what they call untouched virgin forest. That's the science term they use for it. This is different. However, this is farmland and we want to preserve it because there are crops here that absorb carbon dioxide from the air and give off oxygen. Areas of land termination don't do that.
I love that term.
And secondly, check the composition of the township board. I think you're going to find out that more than 50% are people with business interest, if not building interest. And I live in a township where the head of the board is involved with a major construction company. So there's a battle.
I know that to be true here too.
Yep.
I was born in Lancaster County, and my first ancestors came here in 1730, but I've also lived in Europe, lived in Italy for 23 years. Not only in Europe, this would not only not happen, it would never even be proposed. I mean, if you fly over Europe, as I do when I go back to visit, you see tightly compacted cities, and then it's farmland and open space and forest land. This is an American phenomenon. It would never happen in Europe. They've got it right, we've got it wrong.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
We as farmers have to put our trust in either farmland trust or ag preserve to preserve our farm. And I look at ag preserve and Lancaster County Ag Preserve, and Richard Hurst is on that board. How can it be well perfect that once they use eminent domain to take reserved farmland, be on that board? I'd like to know that.
I think everybody here would like to know that, and everybody here ought to be making that point at the meetings tomorrow night.
Hey Greg, I'd like to make a point.
Great.
Township meetings coming up. There will be an effort to spend a lot of time by citizens and a lot of professional people who throw down a lot of money for working through this whole development process. But as Marty just pointed out, there's a plan along Oregon Pike here to take about 3 acres, I think you said, of preserved farmland. If you folks recall, back in 2002, there was a major fight between the Ag Board, Farmland Trust, county commissioners all went against the effort of Township School Board because they were taking a little strip of land along a right of a road. And I don't know that anybody's standing up in the public square and condemning this operation here where they take 3 acres of preserved farmland held by the Farmland Trust. My sense is, shouldn't that be settled in the courts before any of this other time and effort and money is spent on whether or not this plan makes sense? It just seems that's so fundamental to what we believe in about preserving farmland, and then saying it can never be developed or changed from farming. That decision should be made before the township's process goes through. And I think the citizens of the township should say, let's have a hold on this thing before you continue to spend everybody's time.
I think you're right in terms of there ought to be litigation. The problem is who's going to step forward as the plaintiff and who's going to pay for it. I was involved in a zoning hearing up in Narbonne where they wanted to put the dump back in the 70s and 80s, and that one zoning hearing went on for 12 years. One zoning hearing went on for 12 years, and 5 law firms got rich. One guy sent his kid all the way through college and law school with the fees he got from representing the community in objecting to that one piece of development. I do think it should be litigated. I do think you need to find an attorney to do it. I also think you got to come up with someone some kind of a way to pay that attorney to represent the group. I mean, up in Narbonne, they used to have the pork roast, pork and sauerkraut, 3 times a year for the community. That's how the lawyers got paid. So it costs money, it takes time, and I applaud the effort to do it. I'm not the attorney to do it. I'm sorry. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Again, yep, sir.
I have a question.
Yes.
Has anybody everybody seen the actual plot development or what's called for? Where is it?
Yes, you can see it at the Manham Township offices. The whole plan is posted there.
Does the whole Oregon Dairy Farm,
Yes,
all of it?
all of it except the 90 acres in back of the dairy. But everything you see, the corn maze, the dairy barns, all of that is part of the development proposal.
Even the dairy,
And then a new
Dairy
Oregon
barn.
dairy. Yeah.
the new store, take down the store.
So are they gonna still be in there?
No, well, not the store, but they won't have any farming operations.
And with other commercial.
All of that is on maps where they came in.
Okay, we hear that there are maps down there that show the whole project. Thank you everybody for coming. Thanks for sitting out in the sun. It's a great day to be out here. If you have any questions, I'm around. You can also go to my website, paulson from PASenate.com. Thank you. Thanks to Wenrix again for having